This is like the behind-the-scenes thing. We're backstage before the show. Here we go. There's only 10 seconds to go. Everyone, makeup okay? We looking good here for the video? Very nice. Makeup! All right. Here we go.
Is it utterly smooth?
My utterly smooth? Yes.
Yours?
Yes, it's utterly
I'm going to put
smooth.
some utterly smooth on my hands.
Let's have a party and drink up a lot of beer. Let's have a party and drink up a lot of beer.
Let's, shall we? It's 25 minutes before 9 o'clock. The morning news with Webster and Nancy on WILK. Now, the two-time winner of the Pennsylvania Association of Broadcasters Award. Sounded like you were opening the cellar door on one of those 1940s radio series.
That was my.
Who knows what danger lurks beneath the heart of man?
My left knee.
And the two-time winner of the Pennsylvania Associated Press Broadcasters Association Award to promote and advance the crafted micro-brew culture of Northeast Pennsylvania. Yes, friends, it's another edition of
The Friday Beer Buzz! The Friday Beer Buzz, powered by Sabatini's Pizza in Exeter, one of the area's greatest selections of rare craft and imported beers. Growlers and Crowlers hand pump and 35 rotating drafts at Sabatini's Pizza and Sabatini's Bar and Bottle Shop, Wyoming Avenue in Exeter.
There's Lindo Sabatini in the studio this morning. Good morning, Lindo. Hello. How'd you like winter now that spring is here?
What was that?
I don't know what that was. I thought that was just me. I thought I was having a spell. That everybody heard that? Okay.
It wasn't just you.
Because sometimes I see things, too. All right. Bill from mybeerbuzz.com. I'm trying to get back on track.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
I see Bill.
Every time we do the lead in, the growlers and crowlers and hand pumps, I wait for the
like,
oh my. If we could get a
Just
clip
start
of George
yelling
Takei to go, oh my. It'd be the perfect intro.
And John would think he'd have to spell
I
again.
don't think we need George Takei. That was a pretty solid impersonation.
I like George Takei.
By the way, not to get carried away here, but Kyle, yesterday I had a deluge of emails, people wanting to know, did we actually, honest to God, have Bernie Sanders on the crack comment line?
Yeah, everybody loved
Give
that.
me a taste. Give me something, anything at all. Kyle did Bernie Sanders yesterday for the crack comment.
What we need is a beer revolution.
There it is. Perfect. All right. Anyway.
So we have one little bit of news.
Yeah.
Trogs is bringing back a scratch beer. It is called Nimble Giant.
Nimble Giant.
Yeah, and it is a double IPA.
Ooh, I like it
And
already.
if that's not good enough, it will be packaged in 16-ounce cans.
It's like a dream come true.
For a once-a-year release.
Wow.
We'll get the details on that one when they're going to Nimble Giant.
Not many
yeah.
nimble giants.
Wow.
It's a double IPA. I want to say it's about 9% ABV. So you do the math on that. 9% times 16 ounces.
Oh, well, I went to Valley
Sit
View. I'll
down
be
and
here in a
drink.
half hour.
You're probably going to not be very nimble, but you will be breaking things like a
I
giant.
can get to the answer by about 9:15.
We have a beer today, and it's in support of an event that's coming up on February 6th, and it's a really special event at Sabatini's. And before we introduce the beer is from New Belgium Brewing Company.
Right.
Tell us about the event, because it's a really special event.
Yeah, it's an annual party. I guess it's an annual party that New Belgium does. It is a national event. It's on the 6th everywhere.
6 is a week tomorrow, yeah?
Yep. It's the 6th, same day, next Saturday, everywhere in the country that's doing it. I think there's about 20 or 30 locations, and it's basically a release party for their La Folie and their Transatlantic Creek, which are two different sour beers.
Oh.
So we're doing it from 2 to 5 at Sabatini's. And I think most places are doing it at night, but we're going afternoon just the way our business is. At night,
cool.
we wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah.
But it's, we're going to have live music. The Dishonest Fiddlers are there. And there's going to be the first chance to try those two sours. And another sour beer we're going to have is the Love Blackberry Felix. So those 3 sours will be available on draft, all you could eat, and some good music, good fun.
That's outstanding. And, of course, New Belgium, was it last year when they were introduced in Pennsylvania?
Yeah,
here?
just recent in PA.
A huge splash.
Yeah, and they're a big brewery. We don't hear of them in Pennsylvania until the launch, but they're monstrous. They're Sierra Nevada Samuel Adams size brewery.
Wow.
And it's a great event. You do need tickets.
Yeah, you need to buy tickets. Tickets are $45. It includes, like I said, all you could eat, the 3 beers, and lots of free giveaways.
Free is good.
People like
Swag.
Free is good. That's right.
So don't miss that event. 2 to 5.
So you got to grab a ticket. I got to guess tickets are flying. They got to be going fast.
Yeah, we have some left. They are selling well, but we do have some left.
Okay.
2 to 5 p.m. the 6th.
The 6th.
February.
You got it.
Next Saturday.
So our beer today comes from New Belgium.
Okay.
And I'll introduce the beer so that we can play the music and get on with things. Our beer today comes from Fort Collins and Asheville, North Carolina, from the New Belgium Brewing Company. And Lindo mentioned it already. Our beer today is 2015 La Folie.
Are you okay? You're hearing that, right?
So
nobody said yes.
why the song choice, right?
No.
Why the song choice, Bill?
Because La Folie is French for madness.
Oh, it is?
Ah.
See, I took Spanish.
So we played madness.
Cerveza. That's all I got.
Does that song dictate madness?
I thought it was wine.
No. What?
They are saying madness in that song.
That's
right?
madness.
Oh, all right, I get it.
They're saying mad.
It sounds like my old Lionel train
Yeah.
performer.
Sounds like our
God
beer
is
train.
everywhere.
Gee,
All
Davey.
alone.
Come on, Davey.
We got
All right,
Bernie.
let's drink the damn
We got
beer.
Bernie.
Okay.
We got Goliath.
So let's get
Yeah.
a little update on New Belgium in Asheville, North Carolina.
Okay.
They are going to be pouring in February 2016 and touring in March 2016. So mark your calendars, book your flights, or gas up the car, whatever you
Wow.
want, and get down there. They're going to celebrate their 25th anniversary in August of 2016. So I'm sure there's going to be some big parties in Asheville and Fort Collins.
We should hitchhike down there.
My sister lives there.
Really?
She lives
Done.
in Fort Collins.
Get out of here.
How many
She lives
bedrooms?
in Fort Collins. You want to go? I'm sure she.
How many bedrooms does she have?
Jeez. Wow.
How many of us can she put up with?
Road trip to Nancy's sister's house. Nice.
My favorite New Belgium story, the owner is Kim Jordan, and they are B Corp, fiercely independent, 100% employee owned. Her boyfriend is Dick Cantwell, owner of Elysian Brewing Company, who was recently purchased by Anheuser-Busch. So that must have made for some really interesting
Yeah,
date night
I'll bet.
conversation.
Yeah, how about it?
Wow.
Subsequently, after date night conversation, Dick Cantwell has resigned from Elysian Brewing and left the company. So that's always my favorite New Belgium story. Like, that must be an interesting
So you're saying her
date.
boyfriend's out of work? Is that what you're
Yeah, I'm saying he's probably okay, though. I think he's
considering
probably
he got a
banked.
check from Anheuser-Busch for a brewery?
Yeah, I think he's banked
maybe.
a few $1 billion.
Yeah.
So La Folie.
La Folie.
There's always some debate about how to pronounce it, but Lindo has settled it.
Because he's French, right?
Well, yeah, the way, hey, I don't know, the way they sold it to me was La Folie. So.
La Folie.
Folie.
And that is the widely understood pronunciation of it. It is a sour beer, and when we do sour beers, we always tell people like warm up a little bit, get your palate up to speed. That first sip is going to be wowza.
Don't eat a cough drop ahead of time either.
Yeah,
I did that one time.
That's a
Remember
good
that
solid beer plan no matter
I
what.
did the menthol cough drop and tried to drink one.
it's a complicated flavor, and it's got that acidic, tart, sour bite at the end. Don't think this is sour bad. Like when people hear the word sour, it's like, oh, the milk went sour.
No.
It's not
this
sour
is
bad.
great.
This is sour good. And when you get a palate for sour beers, they're some of the best. I mean, some of the best beers that we drink at Sabatini's are sour beers.
Sours have really taken off. The amount of people coming in looking for different. Oh, there's so many different kinds of sours too.
Sure.
So with this one, this is the 2015 version. What we're going to be getting on the 6th is the 2016 version. So it'll be a little different. The one here has had time to mellow out, and some of the flavors have kind of got a little more subtle. I mean, a little less acidic. And it mellows out nice with some time.
And this might sound stupid, but when I tasted this, I thought of my childhood and sweet tarts.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's.
I was gonna say,
It's that kind of tart. It's not when you said sour, not in a bad way. It's definitely not in a bad way. It's not like sour, throw it out.
I mean,
It's
I've
like sour,
had
give me
sours that
more.
are super sour.
Yeah.
No, this
It's
is
like
not.
it's more of a balance.
This leans into the tart category, but it does. It has that cherry flavors.
Yep.
It has a little oaky flavor to it, and that tart finish.
Like a tang, almost. And I don't mean a tang with the capital T. I mean
Right.
tangy.
We had Peter Buchart on the radio show, and he explained how they make this beer, and it's a complicated beer. I mean, it really is a complicated beer. They have these things called foeders, and foeder is Dutch.
You're already you're making this up. I know this.
Not
But
kidding,
go
not
ahead.
kidding you. Foeder is
Isn't that what happened, Bill?
Yeah.
Sure, fooders. I know.
It's Dutch for giant barrel. It's a giant wood vat, and they brew a beer that's called Oscar. And Oscar is
They put Oscar in the fooder,
yeah. Oscar is a neutral lager. It's this beer begins life as a very neutral lager.
Okay.
They call it Oscar.
Yeah.
And they brew Oscar, and they separate Oscar, and they put Oscar in the foeders.
Oh, poor Oscar.
You're not going
And
to
he gets La Folie.
You're not going to do
Put
any
Oscar in the
French
fooder?
chef or anything in there.
Oh, hey, I'm waiting for the big finale.
Swedish meatball.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. And so they put Oscar in the fooders for years, literally years. Then they take different fooders, and each fooder will have a different characteristic.
I don't even believe a word you're saying right now.
Well, the oak imparts different things, and it acidifies the beer, and it ages the beer, and the wild organisms in the wood sours the beer as well. Then they take the best attributes from multiple fooders, and they get together and they blend them. And it's not just like, a little bit out of
like a dash of this and
it's
a dash.
very precise. It's like winemaking. They really do number everything and try different percentages of it. So it's very, very carefully and well thought out beer and very well balanced beer because you can balance it
So
manually.
they take the best parts of the fooders and then they put them all in one big yakakaki, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Is that what they do?
yeah.
And then after that, what happens? That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, and then they bottle it.
Well, it's a complicated process, but it works out pretty good, doesn't
So
it?
with the process, that's why there's going to be variations from year to year because you can't hit it the same exact way every year because of the blending process.
It makes sense.
And some people regard this as the best sour in the world. Literally, it has been named the best sour in the world by a lot of different beer sites. And
Wow.
Oh, my.
You jumped the gun. It's after growlers and crowlers, Kyle. This beer is part of the Lips of Faith series, and try as I might, I cannot get an explanation for why they named it that. I assume it's because of the sour. They're all sour beers.
The Lips of Faith.
And it comes in at 7% ABV.
Don't go there.
Yeah.
Get that look on his face.
And what would we guess the IBU is on this monster?
It doesn't seem very.
No, I would say like what, 50?
They go way down with sour
30?
sweet beers. 18.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So 7% ABV and 18. It's a relatively strong beer as sours go. Sours can be, a tart beer or Berliner Weiss beer can be a 3.8, 4% ABV
So
beer.
the sours are coming into their own here now? That we're seeing like more and more people are asking for sours, you said, Lindo. Is that like because I thought, wasn't the Goza?
Goza, yeah.
Wasn't that supposed to be the new IPA?
Yeah.
Popularity-wise?
And they're catching on.
Well, that is one of the sours that are doing well.
So
for us.
that's lumped into that one big category.
Goza, Berliner Weiss are the two main German sours that have become very popular.
Yeah.
But this is more of a Belgian style sour.
Yeah.
And nonstop people coming in and say, "Hey, what new sours do you have?" And
Well, if anybody who might be freaked out about the idea of a sour beer, I would suggest they start with this one if they want to try a sour beer, because this is great.
I really like this.
In the Belgian category, this leads into an Oud Bruin, or an old brown ale. And it's a little bit more refined and softer sour.
Well, that's what we need, refined. We're all about refined around here.
The Goza is a salt-based sort of tart beer that has coriander and salt in it. And they are really up and coming, but I think as people catch on to sours and they get a little less afraid of the name, you watch sour beers take off.
All right, so La Folie, one of the beers, New Belgium, the event next Saturday, the 6th at Sabatini's. You can grab tickets. You got to grab a ticket to be there.
Yeah.
It's an afternoon event. The tickets are $45. You got to go to Sabatini's and pick up a ticket right now. We're enjoying New Belgium La Folie this morning.
The WILK Friday Beer Buzz, powered by Sabatini's, one of the area's greatest selections of rare craft and imported beers. Growlers and Crowlers, a hand pump.
Oh, my.
Oh, my.
And 35 rotating drafts at Sabatini's Pizza. We never get it right the first time, do we? And Sabatini's Bar and Bottle Shop, Wyoming Avenue, Exeter.
The Friday Beer Buzz, bringing good beers and good people together.